back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley and I'm so happy that you've joined me here today. I am a licensed esthetician from Illinois and I have been doing my own business for 4 years now, and I am going to be talking about my pros and cons that I've kind of like, well, the cons I've learned over time, and the pros are just things that I feel like everyone kind of knows about owning a business, plus a little of like what I've learned. So I have them written on my phone, like some of the pros and cons of owning a business, and I will start with, I think I'll switch off between like pros and cons. So one major pro of owning your own business, which I feel like everybody kind of knows, is that you get to make your own schedule. And making your own schedule is obviously really nice because if I want to go like on vacation or if I want a day off, I could just close it and like nobody really, I don't have to tell anybody, like nobody really knows, like I don't have a boss to report to. But it kind of goes along with my con, because owning your own business, a con of owning it is that you are not guaranteed hours. So you're not guaranteed clients, you're not guaranteed anything. So you might have a whole week where you don't work like at all, or you have like 1 or 2 clients, or it's like a dead week for you because maybe you had all your clients come the week before. That happened to me around Thanksgiving. I had like 25 clients in 1 week within like 3 days, and then the next week I didn't have like any because they all literally came like the weeks prior. So those are weeks I take to reflect and learn more about my business and learn things that I could add to my business. But yeah, it's a con because sometimes you're gonna have weeks where you make no money, and it's nice like being flexible, but the downside is sometimes, yeah, you might not have anybody. Another pro of owning your own business is that you don't have a boss. So you are your own boss. So nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody's telling you when to come in. Nobody's like making your schedule for you, which goes with my last point. You don't have somebody telling you what to do. So if you thrive in an environment where you can stay on top of your like life, and you can stay on top of your organization, you can stay on top of knowing what you have to do marketing wise and like all that stuff, then you're good. But a con of owning your own business is you don't have somebody doing that stuff for you. So you do everything yourself. So if you don't know how to do something, like Google has been my best friend, and I don't even know if I can trust Google like half the time, you know? So like I don't really know. I didn't go to school, like I didn't go to college for business. So everything I'm doing, I'm teaching myself. I'm learning myself. I went to college for art and theatrical makeup, which if you watched my last vlog you would see some of my pictures, but I didn't go to school for business. So everything I'm learning, like how to market, how to gain clients, just everything, like how to do taxes and how to make sure I'm saving all like my receipts and QuickBooks and all that stuff, I'm learning that on my own. And that is definitely like a downside, I would say. It's not even a downside. Like if you're cool with learning, then maybe it's not even a con for you. But yeah, you don't have anybody. And another point to not having a boss, which is a con, is that if someone's complaining, they complain to you. There's nobody above you that you can like, you know, send them to. You deal with all your own complaints. A huge pro that I feel like running my own business has really been is the fact that I get to make all my own prices and I get to do my own discounts. So if I feel like I want to change my price, or I want to raise it, or I want to lower it, I have the ability of doing so. And I can make my own discounts. Like if I feel like January and February are like low months, I could do a discount and maybe get some extra people in. When you are working for a spa, sometimes you're not able to like make your own discounts, and so you have to just, that's the price that they charge and that's the price that you have to give. And so I feel like owning my own business, it's been beneficial, especially for like family and friends, even though you don't want to necessarily always give family and friends a lot of discounts, but because you still want them to support you business wise, like respect. But it's nice to be able to like do that once in a while. And when you own your own business, you can do that, and if you work for someone, you can't do that. So that is definitely a pro to owning your own business. My biggest con owning my own business, like the biggest negative for me, is that I guess I didn't realize when I was like younger or first starting out that I need like what is the word, like a constant schedule. I guess I didn't realize that I don't work 100% well under like the pressure of not always having like an income every 2 weeks. Like that's like a struggle for me. So that's like one of my biggest cons. And I feel like it's a lot of people's like cons in owning a business is that we don't make, you know, this amount every Friday. So sometimes it fluctuates, and I am like I'm like, oh, I'm not good at that, because I plan my bills a certain way, and I plan like my shopping and groceries and all of that. And so when I lived in an apartment for 2 years, it was really hard to manage everything. And it's not that you don't make money. Like June, I could make so much money, but then by, you know, November, and it dies down a little, I'm like, oh, I didn't like save well enough, you know? So I feel like I am still learning that, owning a business, and that's why I have gotten second jobs. I do weddings. I have a lot of streams of income which keep me more on track, and I didn't realize I needed such like reliability when it came to like a schedule. So if you struggle with structure, it might not be the best for you. But yeah, that's definitely a con of owning your own business, which I feel like goes with all my other cons, but also pros. So another pro for me when owning your own business is that you can pick the products and scents and all of that. And I feel like that's really important, because I've worked at places and I'm just like, oh, I just don't love the product they use. So you have the ability to do that, and you have the ability to, if you're not vibing with the service, you don't have to do it. Like, I don't love lash tinting, so I took it off. I was like, I don't really enjoy doing them that much. I don't like anything by the lashes, so I took it off, and I feel like I have the power to do that because I own my own business. So that is like a really good pro when you want to own your own business, is that you have the ability to have the freedom to do whatever you want in your business when it comes to services. You don't have to feel pressure to do anything if you don't want to do it. So my last con, owning your own business, and it's not even like a bad one. It's really just the harder you work, the more money you will eventually make, but you do not make money at first. It is very expensive owning your own business, especially esthetician, like owning an esthetician business. It is so expensive. Like that's my con. It's expensive. Like, it is so expensive, and people don't realize that, okay, let's say you make a certain amount, at least 50% of it goes towards costs, like goes towards renting a location, keeping your products stocked. If anything, you know, I have to buy blankets and all this stuff, blankets, towels, headbands. If any of those like go bad, I have to buy those. I'm literally responsible for everything in here, so I like to look at it like at least 50% of my costs go, you know, down the drain. And then 20% of it I like to save for taxes, because taxes don't get removed as a small business owner. So like 50% of it is supplies and everything, 20% is taxes, so what is that, 70%? So 30% is your actual income. So it's really hard to make money at first, I'm 4 years in and I make a decent amount of money for myself. I still just feel like I'm not 100% there, and imposter syndrome is real. It is such a real thing. I'm not even kidding when you own a business. And that goes with this con, because you see people who own a business and people love, you know, on social media to make it look like they are absolutely thriving, and they totally could be. Like, I'm not saying they act like, but they just look like they're making buttloads of money, and it could be stressful because you're like, oh, like, am I not making enough to be at that point in my life owning my business? But yeah, it's really expensive, and it takes a long time and a lot of patience. But other than that, obviously there's so many pros to owning your own business, as I've already stated. I hope you guys find this video helpful. I hope it kind of just gets you thinking about, you know, owning a business, weighing the pros and cons. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.